Have you ever wondered why you have put a system in charge at your workplace as a HR, as a pastor of support? You have actually gone ahead and hired a counselor so that your people, your staff can come and speak to them so that they are able to work and become more productive at work. Some churches have gone beyond and opened a whole counseling center and have some of their members who are professionals to come and talk to them so that they are able to open up. But why is it that we still have a rise of abuses, of inappropriate things are happening, breakup of marriages in churches, a lot of disorder at workplace, a lot of communication breakdown, interpersonal relationship is really lacking and wanting. Yet you have really invested. This goes to all the head of departments, all the directors, the pastors, and people that have gone ahead of thinking about their people. In therapy, people cannot be able to open up to familiar faces. Now, this reminds me of high school. I was in guiding and counseling department. We used to call it guiding and counseling, yes, in high school. Now, the guiding and counseling teacher was my biology teacher. Honestly speaking, how would I come and share with my biology teacher? And you see, biology, you remember those times? These are subjects that usually had doubles. I remember it was between long break and lunch every Tuesday. How do I go sit down with a male, I am a teenager, with a man who was my father's age mate, talking to him, because I remember I was going through a lot that time, in Form 2. And then we were told, if you have a problem, if you have issues, go to talk to the teacher. And we were a department that in case of anything, we were supposed to speak to our classmates. This is the same thing that is happening in our churches, the same thing that's happening in our institutions. You expect a colleague to open up to another colleague. Is that even practical? No, let's keep it real. I would want to really request institutions, churches, schools to have a bit to be open to people who are not familiar. You need someone who does understand. One of the ethical considerations in our therapy, in our practice, an ethical consideration, I am not able to work with you if you know me and if I know you. If you want to engage with someone, you must be aware that I am dealing with a professional, that we don't meet every Sunday, that we don't meet every day when you are clocking in. If I come, as most of you, as we've been discussing and talking, and the other day we were discussing about even GBV, it's been loud, very loud. Why is it that we have all this sensitization and things are still happening? And this is the time you come to realize, someone will say, I am here, I went and I told my pastor, and my pastor never stood by me. I'm here to say this. You don't expect your pastor to defend you and go against your spouse, yet they are the people who came, officiated your wedding, and by the way, you never even opened up fully to them what has been happening. By the way, you never informed them that when you were dating, maybe one of you cheated the other, but because you didn't want this to be happen, you covered it up. But all of a sudden, when things are really blowing up, you expect a pastor to take side. Now, pastors are people who handle spiritual matters. By the way, do you know that spouse that you think is so bad? Yeye ni member wake na ni wa Mungu. And that is why all of us who are sinners, we gather in church. A church stops to become a precious place or a place for saints when me and you walked in, because we have a lot of differences. And that's why men of God are meant to minister to all of us. People who are doing well, people who are not doing well, people who are fighting. And so when you want things to really to handle things in your life, in your marital life, in your personal life, please go to a professional counselor, because you'll be able to open up. There is a bit of familiarity that happens when you do it to the people that you know very well, they know your story. you are not able to stand again and ask them anything, because tomorrow you handle issues today and tomorrow you hold your hands. If you shared with your colleague, what will happen? The next thing itakuwa, today just yesterday they were quarreling, today they are holding hands. Let's wait for them tomorrow. No, I would urge you to look for help to places that you know very well. You are getting professionally and you are not mixing issues. If you come to me, as much as I could share the same faith with you, I will not pray for you because I keep professional. I keep to my lane. Allow pastors to minister to us, to minister our spiritual, to minister us in us in a spiritual way, and let us not blame them for things that we need to have taken, initiative that we need to take upon ourselves. Let's not blame them because of our failed expectations. Let's not blame them. Let's not blame the teachers for not helping our children, parents. Because at times you take a child to school and you expect a teacher to teach them and to counsel them and to be their mothers and their mentors. That is not possible. Please take your children to therapy sessions. Let them handle their personal issues. Let them handle their childhood traumas. Let them handle their personality differences so that we are all able to work together. So I'm here to challenge the head of the institutions. Thank you for the good work that you're doing. But could you try to once in a while, in those seminars, have seminars once in a while. Bring someone who will bring a different thing. Someone who will not stand there and women will blame the person who ministered because anajua shida fulani, aliniongea maana ananijua. Allow me to say this. And the teacher will not look at you and see your father just because you shared of what is happening at home. That one helps people to be able to open up, to be able to be a bit open and speak out their heart and find healing in their journey. So looking forward in 2025 to work with your institution, to work with your church in those seminars, to work in these schools. And I really want to commend the schools that we have been working with. I want to commend the directors for seeing it important to be able to work with the children, the parents, and the teachers. Thank you so much. Looking forward and see you in 2025, raising a resilient generation. Self-knowledge, self-wisdom, working, self-discovery, and let's walk this journey together. This is Rose Mbae, Firmnest Hub. We always go back to the nest and we want to make it firm so that both me and you are able to become a resilient generation. Bye.